Honorable members, return to Honorable Martin Dam. After
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Honorable.
Honorable Dafeamekpor. The majority have had 5 commentary. The minority have had 4. We are now going to the 5th.
Mr. Speaker, I am making this intervention on constitutional grounds. Mr. Speaker, yesterday, 24th of November, 2025, the High Court Tamale has ordered that the outcome of the election, please, these are very serious matters, that the outcome of the 7th of December election 2024, which brought the Honorable Nyindam to this house as the Honorable Member for Kpandai, was flawed, and therefore that election has been ordered to be rerun. Mr. Speaker, ipso facto, the Honorable Nyindam is no longer a member of this house. He's not. He's not. So hear me, and so that you can respond. So, by operation of law, is no longer a member of this house with a voice. That's number one. Number two, Mr. Speaker, we have received the court orders and received proof of service. The orders of the court has been duly served on Parliament. It was served yesterday. Speaker, it will serve the minority to listen to me in silence. If they are minded to respond, then they can respond.
Honorable members, please, let's listen to him. Let's listen to him.
We do it beautifully. So listen.
Let's listen to him, please.
Speaker, I have a copy of the proof of service of the orders of the Tamale High Court dated yesterday, 24th of November, and served on Parliament. The orders of the court was served by the court bailiff of the High Court Accra. It's called Solomon Osafu, bailiff of the High Court Accra. And I have the affidavit of service. So, Mr. Speaker, I will make all this available to the table office. Speaker, by operation of law, the Honorable Nyindam can no longer participate in our proceedings. If he's minded to appeal the decision of the High Court, it is his right, and he has done so. But it is tried that mere filing of an appeal does not operate as a stay of execution of the court's orders. Mr. Speaker, further, a mere filing of a stay of execution, please, there are 2 processes involved here. I've seen both copies. He has filed a notice of appeal. It does not operate as a stay against the execution of the orders of the High Court, Tamale. 2, a mere filing of a stay of execution application also does not operate as a stay against the execution of the orders of the court. So Parliament, having been duly served, has the duty and the law to ensure that the Honorable Nyindam is no longer extended cut seats by the House as extended to members. Mr. Speaker, I'm not raising these matters whimsically because precedents will guide us. Mr. Speaker, when the Honorable Jachi Kwesi was ordered by the court that he should go through rerun of his elections. Members of this side at the time, mainly led by the now minority leader, spoke vociferously against the fact that the Honorable Jati Kwesin cannot be entertained in this house. The issue was raised by Professor Kinsley Nyaku. He used to sit here. And that matter caught fire on this floor. Eventually, the Honorable Jati Kwesin had to leave. So these matters, they are beaten path. This is a path that we have traveled. Precedent has been laid and set, or set and laid. So nobody can edge upon this house today that the Honorable Nyindam must have a voice today. It won't happen. It won't happen. So the orders of the High Court are directed at Parliament as well as the Electoral Commission to order for a rerun of the election within 30 days. Within 30 days upon the grant of that order. Speaker, there's no contrary order from the High Court, properly constituted, nor the Court of Appeal, staying that order of the High Court. And me, as the majority chief whip of this side, we will not sit and disobey the orders of the court. So we went through the processes painfully and got a judicial pronouncement. By all means, you can hold your press conferences outside and say things against the judiciary. We won't do that. We will observe the orders of the court. If you are minded, the tournament for doing so is in the courtroom. This is the presence of Parliament and the foyers of Parliament are forum non-convenience. A year ago, Mr. Speaker, if I may remind this House, when there were contentious matter and the Honorable Minority Leader, then Majority Leader, declared as Minority Leader and disagreed, he went to court to seek a judicial interpretation. And within 2 hours, he got a court order. He mounted a press conference on the steps of this Parliament and praised the judiciary to the high heavens less than 12 months ago. Today, we are told that the judiciary is not fair. But these are not matters that we'll table here. So I am only bringing this matter to the attention of the House, plenary. The Parliament has been properly served. It's not as though Parliament is not aware. Parliament is properly served. Speaker has been served. The clerk has been served. The legal department has been served. So the Honorable Nyindam is now a persona non grata on this floor and to the presence of this Parliament as a member of Parliament. The court says he must go back and go through the processes. If he's duly re-elected, he can come back. But for now, he cannot. So I won't belabor the point. Speaker, on this basis, on the totality of my submission, I pray that he must even be marched out of the chamber by precedent. I am not saying so. Precedent set by this side when they were here. And the Honorable Jati Kwesin went back and returned triumphantly. So, what was good yesterday must be good today. We must, as leaders, we must live by principles. That is why when you set bad precedents and bad principles, you should know that tomorrow it may hurt you. So, Mr. Speaker, I have the backing of my side to demand the Honorable Nyindam does not participate further in the business of this house until he goes through re-election. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
Yes, the minority leader. Yes, minority leader.
So let's have some silence in our place.
Minority leader, let's hear you.
Mr. Speaker, I have listened to my colleague on the other side. He makes certain claims. I will address the factual claims and the legal submissions. So let me first deal with the factual issues and address the inconsistencies and inaccuracies there too. Mr. Speaker, never as deputy leader, never as leader of this house did I advocate that Honorable Jechikwesi, having lost a high court case, should be marched out of this chamber. I want the honorable member who is attempting to quote me to bring that Hansard. I challenge him on that. Mr. Speaker, I am surprised that Honorable Dafeamekpor is making an argument, and according to him, he is grounding it on principles. Mr. Speaker, let me spend a bit of time on Jechikwesi. After the High Court ruling, and he filed an appeal and a stay of execution, this house never denied Jechikwesi his right of entry and his right to be heard. Mr. Speaker, no, Hansard. That is why I love Hansard.
They went for it.
Mr. Speaker, let us be very clear when we say that we are relying on precedents. In the 8th Parliament, where Right Honorable Speaker Bagbin presided, the High Court's Cape Coast ruling or judgment, let me say judgment, not ruling, the judgment of the High Court on the citizenship matter did not automatically lead to an order, because, Mr. Speaker, for Mr. Jechikwesi to be ordered out, it has to be done by the Speaker. My brother on the other side, who I so much respect, I have no doubt on the efficacy of his legal knowledge. We learn together, we study together, we pass our exams together, and he knows how much I respect him. I want him to give me proof that in the 8th Parliament, the Speaker read a communication and directed accordingly. There is none. I want him to bring Hansard with proof that first Deputy Speaker, or your good self, who was the second Deputy Speaker in the 8th Parliament, ordered Mr. Jechikwesi out of this chamber because there was a High Court order. I am aware that the matter came up, But no such order was directed, because I also remember that your side argued that he had filed a stay of execution pending the hearing of his appeal. Mr. Speaker, for the avoidance of doubts, whereas in the Jachikwesin matter, the judgment of the courts was made available to all parties. It will interest Honorable Dafeamekpor, who is today arguing that a member who has been regularly elected, sworn in, be removed because there is an order of a court, when the judge himself said his judgment is not ready. His judgment will be ready on Friday. That is what the judge said in open court. Listen, the right to be heard does not simplicity mean that you create just the opportunity. That right must manifest in the process of hearing, which would be called fair hearing. Mr. Speaker, the next leg of his argument is that a stay of execution does not operate as a stay. Mr. Speaker, with respect, I have spent years in the courtroom. I have been a active practicing lawyer in the Superior Court of this country. And I know my friend to be a practicing lawyer as well. Law and politics may have interlocking interests, but I beg to submit that where the interest of politics is that of convenience, that interest must give way to the law. And no submission should be advanced to make convenience subdue due process and law. Mr. Speaker, what the Honorable Dafeamekpor is directing you to do is highly inappropriate, improper. And Mr. Speaker, he adds on to his submissions with a very dangerous precedent. A while ago, though I said it on a lighter note, he was concerned that such words, such phrases ought not to be used. And I agreed with him. How do you, as a leader, in making your case, create an impression that this is a chamber of brow? This is not a chamber of brow. This is not a brow chamber. We all discuss and judge all. So to say that it will not happen, we will not allow. No. Honorable Eche Dafeamekpor, it is no more about, for me, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Dafeamekpor has always been calling on my side to hear him in silence. There are people who try to create all manner of things, but they don't have a heart to receive back. So they should check their body language before they start reporting to Mr. Speaker that somebody is intimidating them. They intimidate, insinuate, and act up. When they are getting the same taste, a bite of their actions, then they are crying. If they don't have the energy, they should be quiet and listen. After all, I've been here, this is my 4th term. Mr. Speaker, we are not here with manpower. We are not doing a macho business in this chamber. So, we'll be told that a certain 189 has the macho power to move Honorable Nyindam out. No. No. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Matthew Nyindam, as the applicant himself said, and the applicant here is Honorable Dafeamekpor, he himself conceded that he has become aware that there is a stay of execution that has been duly filed. If the High Court judge, who at first instance will hear that application, is minded, he should speedily determine for the man to pursue his case at another level. Mr. Speaker, this is a democracy. Let us allow due process of law. Let us not, for whatever convenience, attempt to frustrate others. Mr. Speaker, we know of what happened on election night, where members on this side who had won their elections through machoism and attacks were denied their votes. We know what we've all gone through. So is this nation today encouraging violence, machoism as a way to move our democracy forward? I beg to say no. And it should never come out of the mouth of a member of parliament that it should never come out of a member of parliament's mouth that he will not allow by what means. After all, in a worst case scenario, if the member remains here or decides to participate in the words of Harun Idrisu, minority leader as he then was, the decision, Mr. Speaker, I am dealing with Hansard. No, yes, don't worry, leader. You know what stuff I've made of. I will not get into waters that I'm unsure my ability to swim ashore. I'm very careful, extremely careful. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Harun Idrisu, minority leader, as he then was, in the matter of Jechikwesi, where a court process had been served on Parliament and on Honorable Jechikwesi, at the swearing in, argued that the filing of the injunction, Mr. Speaker, in that case it was even an injunction. In that case it was even an injunction order, an express court order, where, Mr. Speaker, there was no process that had been filed by Honorable Jechikwesi. Even so, the contention of the respected minority leader, as he then was, Honorable Harun Idrisu, was to the effect that if he decides to go against a court order, it is his sole responsibility. If in this country, as part of the jurisprudence, if you disobey a court order, it amounts to a contempt. And contempt of court is a quasi-criminal offense that you, the one who is disobeying the court, you are solely responsible. So, Mr. Speaker, this debating chamber must not metamorphose into a constitutional chamber. We should not attempt to advance a constitutional argument and make a constitutional determination where we know that there's another chamber responsible for that. Today it may be Nyinda. So, Mr. Speaker, for anybody to make an argument of convenience and try to shape it in a certain form, clothe it in a certain form, to impose it on us, Mr. Speaker, we will not accept it. I therefore pray, Mr. Speaker, that his request or prayer to you be rejected. Mr. Speaker, the honorable member who is seated in this chamber, who is part of the 87 of the minority caucus, and it is his turn to debate. Mr. Speaker, unless our friend, the majority chief whip, wants to use a physical means to disobey your order or your ruling, or do anything to otherwise disturb the peace of this chamber, he cannot invite you to make a constitutional pronouncement. To deny Honorable Nyinda his right to represent his people who have elected him for 4 years. Mr. Speaker, he has not slept on his rights. Honorable Nyindam has not slept on his rights. Mr. Speaker, please, I've made all the legal submissions, I've addressed the factual inaccuracies, as well as, Mr. Speaker, as well as all the factual inaccuracies, the allegations that he made bringing me in, that I, as majority leader, made argument to the effect that Judge Kwesin should be denied entry, and that the majority then denied Judge Kwesin entry. Mr. Speaker, it never happened. The majority never did that because the majority has no such powers. Mr. Speaker, if there are maneuvering to get the chair to subject this parliament to the pleasure of the majority, Mr. Speaker, that must cease. It is not going to help democracy. Now, Mr. Speaker, the last leg of my argument, I am aware of the Asefwa, the Vincent Asefwa case. The ratio in that matter must be distinguished. It's very clear. Nobody should construe that. What the Supreme Court, through my Lord Kulendi, said in the Asefwa case is different in form and shape from this very matter. It is. Where he said a party files an injunction, and then that injunction against a state institution or an organ of state, and argue that until that application is granted, it does not deny that state institution or that organ of government from performing its statutory or constitutional mandate, must be distinguished from the matter before us. This is a matter of human rights. The right of a duly elected member of parliament. He has not filed that process to stop a state institution from performing its function. That's not what he's doing. He has been elected bona fide. You know that. For 4 years. We cannot create any temporal vacuum whatsoever. Mr. Speaker, the issue of representation is a sine qua non matter. Representation of people. Mr. Speaker, when my Lord Atuguba in the Akufo-Addo and others against John Dramani Mahama, against John Dramani Mahama and another. Colleagues, this is a time for all of us to learn. So please, I need your attention. These are very serious arguments. You won't always get me on my feet to advance a serious constitutional argument. So pay attention. Yes. Mr. Speaker, in the matter of Akufo-Addo and others against John Dramani Mahama and another, Mr. Speaker, my Lord Atuguba, speaking on behalf of the majority, said that the argument of the plaintiff on annulment of votes because same were not signed by the presiding officers as provided for by the regulation must not be entertained, because there had been regular votes and those votes must be respected. My Lord Atuguba invoked the prudence rule. I'm not here to educate us or give a lecture on the rule of prudence. I'm not going to do that. It's a matter that the applicant himself knows. When procedure and prudence clash, procedure will give way to prudence. And therefore it will be prudent for us to allow Honorable Nyindam to remain with us as a member of parliament, because it's a constitutional right he's exercising for and on behalf of the Kpandai people. And Mr. Speaker, we cannot say that he should be walked out, or the majority cannot say that they will not allow him to be in this chamber. There is no such precedence. When the Jachi question matter occurred, there was no directive from the chair, neither was there a metro power from the majority to walk him out of this chamber. It did not happen. Jachi question remained a member of parliament. He continued to receive his salary. Mr. Speaker, Jachi question's salary was not stopped. His car loan was not, his car was not taken from him. His benefits were not taken from him. Mr. Speaker, he was allowed to go through the full process, all the way to the Supreme Court. Mr. Speaker, all the way to the Supreme Court, until the Supreme Court made its determination. Then eventually there was a by-election. So, Mr. Speaker, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. What was done by the NDC minority as they were in the 8th Parliament must be done for Honorable Martin Nyindam of Kpandai, who is with the minority caucus. Mr. Speaker, without more, I would resume my seat and pray that you allow him to make his submissions as part of his own contribution on this matter before us, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, I've heard you. Honorable members, honorable
Mr. Speaker,
leader, you
Mr.
made the
Speaker,
application.
please.
I've
Mr.
heard you.
Speaker, these are very serious matters.
It's okay. It's
No,
okay.
Mr. Speaker, hear me.
Leader,
Mr.
leader,
Speaker,
we have so many things to do today.
Mr. Speaker,
So
I
many
agree.
things.
Mr. Speaker, I agree. Mr. Speaker,
Leader, I've not
Mr.
given you the.
Speaker.
I've not given you the
Mr.
platform.
Speaker, Mr.
Leader,
Speaker, please
you
hear
hold
me.
on. I've not given you the platform. You
Mr. Speaker, please
put
hear
up
me.
the mic first. Honorable members, I listened to the application by the Majority Chief Whip. I've also listened to the Minority Leader. The Speaker of Parliament has indicated to me that I should freeze this particular matter relating to Honorable Martin Yindam. And therefore, I'm not going to make any comment on it. I pray that we hold on with the discussion or the commentary on the budget and move on to something else. So that is my discussion. So Mr. Speaker will take on this matter when he takes the seat.